I know, right? It is.
Should we stand further back?
I know, right? Yeah.
just so you know.
Yeah, this is definitely, hey, I'm more of a race car driver shape and you're more of a build. I don't know.
If racing doesn't work out, I'll try Masters basketball.
There you go, there you go. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. I know it's been a while since I posted. I'm sorry. I'm going to try and edit these as quick as I can. I'm hanging out today with Josh Robinson. We're at FormulaD St. Louis. It's the first round of the 2020 season. Really excited. And he's got a new car he's unveiling, and I'm going to be spotting for him. So a spotter's job, I'll explain a little later. But basically, I'm going to be on the tower on the radio, talking to him, telling him how to improve his laps and what to look for. But we're just going to kind of introduce the car and talk about the day. So this is the Eurofighter.
Yeah.
What is it, an E90 chassis? E92? What?
E92.
E92, okay. It looks gorgeous. It's carbon Kevlar and it's an HGK body. I'm gonna do a quick once around and then we're gonna look under the hood. But man, this thing is super sick. I mean, holy crap. Beautiful car. It's on Kendas, just want to point that out. We'll be competing on Kendas this week. No, I'm kidding. All right, so tell us about this car. Give us just a few minutes. I know we got tech to get to, and then we got lots of work to do.
Sure. So it's a Texas speed build, 1,000 horsepower motor, runs on nitrous outlet nitrous. It has a performance design intake,
okay,
which is fully carbon fiber. I'll show you in a second.
Yeah.
We run Duralast sensors, coil packs, and all that good stuff. It's made into a carbon fiber drive shaft from the drive shaft shop, and it runs a CAS LSD in the back.
Nice.
Wilwood Brakes, BC racing suspension, GC cooling, and wide step suspension on Kansai wheels.
Okay, let's take a look under the hood because I want to see that. Woo! Look at that. Oh my God. So we see even more carbon under the hood. This is the fanciest looking intake manifold I've ever seen in my life. Oh my.
So the guys at Performance Design make those in the USA, and it's made it to a HGK carbon fiber intake scoop.
Beautiful. And then we've got our Texas speed valve covers. You guys notice this one is the Texas flag, and this one from Australia.
What's up?
And then all these like unbelievably nicely made lines. These are all hand built, you guys. He was explaining the nitrous system in this car. I mean, this stuff is absurd. Like, to build those, just so you know, I've built hard lines before. Very difficult. And then to powder coat them and then install them without scratching them, unreal. Like, so that's really good.
Twice for the spare engine as well.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. So you guys can see a really nice build, tube frame structure here, all business. There's no radiator, that's in the back. Wisefab suspension, you can see down here. Chase Bay's power steering, that looks cool. There's actually the factory firewall blanket, which is a nice touch. I like that.
It's not.
Oh, it's not factory?
No,
Oh,
definitely not. The whole chassis got sandblasted.
Oh, that's right. You did tell me that.
Yeah, so that's an aftermarket one. You just cut it to shape and mold it. It's really thin aluminum with heat shielding in it, and we use that through the transmission tunnel. Because if you imagine this thing making over 8,000 RPM,
right,
it gets unbelievably hot. And so if you're sitting in the cabin, you can just feel it beating on your legs the whole time. So we use that heat shield to try and reduce that.
That's even more impressive because I thought it was factory. That means they did a really good job installing it. Yeah, that's really, really cool. Like, because I don't know, I thought that was stock, so kick ass. All right, let's look around the rest of the car here.
Up the front here, we run the fuel pressure regulator. That's from the guys at Radium Engineering. You can see all the hard lines coming through the cabin. You'll see those inside in a second.
Very cool.
We'll go back a little bit and you'll see the rest of it.
All right. So here's the Wilwood Brakes he was talking about. These, I keep saying all business. What I mean by that is like, you know, these are thin brakes. They're not for road racing. They don't take heat very well, but in drifting, you don't need that. So instead, he sacrificed the heat ability, which it doesn't matter, for the weight. These are really lightweight, completely like FD level braking stuff, Pro 1 build quality, even though this is a Pro 2 competition car this year. Maybe next year it'll be different, but carbon door as well. This thing weighs nothing. You'll have to take my word for it. Carbon dash.
You have to mind the mess. We are just taking photos for all the tech. We're doing online tech this year, so we have to show each individual tag on everything and take photos of it and upload it all online. So we've just finished doing that before we go over for the physical inspection. But you can see it's got a carbon dash, a grip royal steering wheel, Wilwood Brakes, Link ECU, the Spark Technique fire suppression system, and the nitrous outlet nitrous bottle goes back here. It's a little bit dusty at the moment. We need to give it a vacuum after our test day.
Yeah. Looks great. Look at these.
So these are quick release. Wait for radiator Daniel.
Yeah.
So these are quick release glass. So all you do is push those 3 buttons. That pops out like so. And that way you can get in and replace the nitrous bottle in a hurry and check the oil level.
Smart design there. So you said check the oil level.
Yep.
Meaning it's dry sump?
It is.
Oh my God. So much money in these builds, it's absurd, but it's needed at a professional level, so I'm just jealous. I'm a hater because I don't have it on my car. All right, look at this ridiculous intake back here for the radiator. So as I mentioned, there's no radiator up front. That's because it's back here. Pop that trunk off. Look at that. Some custom fans. These look nice. I need to get some of those.
Thanks. Yeah, those are from GC Cooling. Down the bottom, we've got the Duralast battery. Up the top is the radiant water fuel cell. The fuel cooler is down there. The radiator overflow bottle, and you can see that we've got the remote reservoirs for the BC Racing coilovers.
Very cool. You guys see this is all carbon Kevlar. Every single piece of this. It's actually extremely thin, and that makes it lightweight, and it also makes it flexible, which is on purpose. So like if I push on this, you can see it's a little bit flexible, and that's good. But in terms of strength, like he could absolutely cream this into a wall and it's just gonna pop back into shape and like have zero damage. Maybe a couple spider cracks on the clear coat, but other than that, like it's almost the most indestructible bodywork you can get.
And definitely very forgiving. Like even if you do, like it just flexes so much and then it pops back. If it doesn't, like you can repair it. So you can do a lot wrong and get away with it with a Kevlar body.
So like on a Pro-Am car, we often run KBD, which is a polyurethane. It's also indestructible, but it's very heavy compared to Kevlar. So that's why a pro car like this has this type of bodywork. Also, this costs probably, I don't know, 30 times as much as KBD body kits. So there's a cost factor there as well. Man, this thing is sick. We won't take up too much more time because I know we got to get to tech. So thanks for showing it to me.
Rock and roll.
Appreciate you having me on the team. This is going to be fun. I love FD, and so that's why I'm here. And even cooler to be on a team and be able to get in the spotters tower and get like a hard card and get to walk around all the pits and stuff like that. So
I'll just have to overcome my fear of people telling me what to do.
I know, right?
This guy
That's
will
right.
people.
Yeah, exactly. I'm just gonna tell you don't suck the whole time, and you'll be like, I can understand that. Okay. So yeah, so let's jump in the car. We got to get to tech, right? We're gonna ride over there, crank this bad boy up, and hopefully she passes.
Yeah, fingers crossed.
All right, let's do it. Ugh. Hop right in. By the way, these doors are hilariously light. Like, this is ridiculous. They don't weigh anything, but they still shut like a solid metal door, which is pretty impressive, to be honest. All right, you big ass Aussie. Show me how to drive this thing in case you hurt yourself.
Oh, really?
Hint, hint.
Dreams are free, sunshine. Race cars are not.
Right. Oh, you get the ear protection. That means I'm about to be in pain. Great.
Yeah, it's not real pleasant.
The V8 is real. I guess it's not that bad. You probably can't hear me at all. Y'all might be wondering why he was grabbing the wheel here looking weird, but it's because he doesn't have gloves on, and so he doesn't want to get the suede all messed up. So that's why it looks dumb like that, but it's for a reason. All right, so we made it to tech. Josh's car has got a couple things he's got to just go through. He's got to take pictures of all his safety gear and make sure everything's up to date and whatnot. There's a couple cars over here. I can't really get closer to tech to show you guys. Unfortunately, it's kind of a secret thing. So no filming over there, but couple of cool cars are going through already. I've seen a couple new cars, and hopefully everyone gets through tech easily and, you know, without any major issues, because that's one of the most nerve-wracking parts, honestly. Because, you know, you spend all this money and time building your car, and then if it's not right, then you got to go cut things off or add things or weld things or buy things, and like nobody wants to do that. But yeah, Josh's car is looking good. He's getting everything else ready to go. So once we pass tech, we'll just kind of start setting up the pit, get ready for practice, and send it. All right, we're standing here in tech. It's taking forever. Josh's car still is not gone, but I met up with Ricky here. We've been chatting about his car. Really cool car. It's actually very similar to mine, only like Pro 2 level, but it's a grassroots build.
Very simple.
Yeah, simple. He and his buddies built it.
Month and a half.
Yeah, didn't take a lot of time. It's a 2F Kooky S14, so I'm already, you know, digging that. Why don't you pop the hood? Let's take a look under there real quick. We've been bullshitting for like 30 minutes, and now I'm like, wait, I should film this. So 2J, of course, otherwise I wouldn't even be showing it to you.
That's right. Wranglers Racing built 2J bottom end. You know, drift spec bottom end, a little Ricky Hoffman special. Me and them collabed back and forth a little bit, and that's what we came up with. It's got a real strip performance spec cylinder head package in it. GTW 3884R turbo, stock intake manifold, GT intake manifold, USDM, and super simple, man. Just made 700 horsepower, and that's what we're gonna go out there with.
Yeah. So 700 wheel, not too shabby, definitely way more than mine. But yeah, it looks good. He's got a bunch of chase base parts. He's got some fancy coil packs, really nice turbo setup and manifold. This is something I was surprised, a 60 millimeter gate. I didn't even realize they made them that big, except for like, I guess on drag cars and stuff.
That was actually a mistake, so I choked her down a little bit with the dump tube.
Gotcha.
It's okay, it works.
Right.
And it's fine.
Nice big intercooler, but you guys can see it's recessed.
STI intercooler.
Yeah, there's not a bunch of junk in here that could be damaged.
Super simple on the FDF stuff, FDF suspension, the Haltech engine management package, and it just works, man.
Yeah, that's dope.
Just super simple and gets it done. I love it.
I do too. I like, they did a really good job. He said FDF built in the cage, and he did a really good job of making sure it's just minimal. It's not too thick. It's not a bunch of fancy weird gussets that don't need to be there. You can see like,
gave me room.
Yeah, plenty of room.
Room in the tub is what he calls it.
All business in here, looks great. Some new safety gear, dog box, you know, but still has like factory pedals. I love that. You can see the cage up here tucks away nicely. He's got a S15 rear on it, which we were chatting about. He's got that gangster lane right now going on.
Always squatting. We're always ready.
We stay squatting. But radium fuel system here.
Yep.
Rear mount radiator as most FD cars.
Yeah, super simple.
Yeah. It's even got a little Chase Bays radiator thing here. I don't even remember what that called, but yeah.
The FDF rear grip kit on it, that shit feels crazy. Like the adjustability that's in that kit is.
I saw that. I was looking at that, like, had a little anxiety, like I wouldn't know what hole to put that in.
It was a lot. Build it real kit, but that thing, she makes the car go.
Nice.
This thing, that's what we all know. S chassis aren't the most grip monster cars in the world, but that kit really changes the game. Nice. Honestly, I'm happy with it.
Very cool.
So,
2F body kit on it too, so like, you know, it's very similar to mine. Like I said, just mine's like a diet version of this car, I think.
Still super simple. Yeah. Keep it simple, more seat time.
Right.
That's right.
Exactly. So props to having like a good, attainable Pro 2 build, you know? Like
anyone could build it. Yeah. I did.
Right. So. And it's not like $1 million build, or I say $1 million. It's not even a $200,000 build like a lot of these cars, you know. It's simple enough that he and probably a couple buddies on the crew can maintain it and manage it and keep it going, put some tires on it, check fluids, and send it, right?
Just keep running. That's it. Just keep it moving.
Love it.
Simple stock power steering pump setup and everything. So.
And also, if you guys notice, of course, there's no stickers, not a single sponsor or anything. That doesn't mean he doesn't have sponsors. It just
they're
like,
coming. That's was last minute.
That's like that tells you exactly how he budgets everything, right? He's managed his time. He's made sure he made it here, get through tech, make sure the car runs and drives, make sure you get some testing done, and then
I don't want the sponsors to look bad if the car doesn't work. So we'll try to test her out first before we put the stickers on.
Exactly. Well, thanks for showing it to me, man.
No
I appreciate
problem, man.
it.
Thanks
Good
for
luck.
seeing the car. Appreciate
Best of luck in Pro 2. I'll be watching for you.
I need it.
All right, and if you match up against Josh, then go easy on him, right?
Right through him. Got it.
Yeah. Just kidding. Oh, this is another familiar face here. What's up, boys?
Hey, boy.
It's good.
How
y'all doing?
Y'all
remember Chris? Chris Snap, and of course, Jal from Hyperdrive. You guys remember?
Yeah.
He's gonna show me his car real quick. So let's give us a rundown. What you got?
Yeah.
What is your
Lucas, come here.
yeah, Pro 1, you guys. You stepped into Pro 1.
Lucas is the guy that built the car.
Okay.
He knows everything about car.
Most everything. Most everything. Chris knows more about it than I do, but so last year he was running basically a stock engine
Right.
with a nitrous express nitrous kit on it,
Yep.
and PBM angle mods out of a C6.
Okay.
That was it.
Right.
That's all he did to the whole
So
car.
he basically brought a stock C7 Z06, right?
Yep,
But
yeah.
so supercharged, fast car, but not a pro drift car.
most
And
definitely
he
not.
still sent it.
great car.
I give you props, man. That was good. That was good to see.
So he blew 2 pistons in, I think it was here.
Yeah,
It was here.
It was here.
We were running on only 6 cylinders here.
I remember that actually, yeah.
420 horsepower or something
Right.
like that.
It's like a Pro-Am car at that
Last
point.
last round in Irwindale, they got the car, a motor rebuilt.
Okay.
Kind of back up to what it was supposed to be. This season, however, went with something different. Went with a Thompson Motorsports engine full build.
Let's look at it. Show me. This is dope. So in the off season, he obviously put a lot of time and effort and money into this thing, and now it's a proper drift car. So we're gonna take a look at it.
It's like it. Thompson engine, Pro Charger.
Oh wow. Yeah, I'd say that's quite a bit different than last year.
Like a
1,008 horsepower to
Wow.
the wheels on it.
That's amazing.
So we cut out the front end of it.
Okay.
And did a whole new bash bar, did the radiator in the rear. We were gonna do a water to air cooling system, but they said based on the horsepower they were going for, we needed to go with a bigger intercooler.
I see.
So I went to air intercooler.
Okay.
Switched from the normal power steering to electric power steering.
Okay.
Did the same thing
what
with the water
pump did you use?
We're using the Porsche pump.
Okay.
And we also did a water pump in the back.
Cool.
And we kept the stock water pump housing and everything for it. And what we did was we just took it apart and cut the blades off of it.
Oh,
Just
really?
to allow more flow, because we were going to do both of them, internal and external water pump, but we found out that it was getting cavitation from the stock water pump, and it couldn't turn fast enough to pump the water through.
Okay.
So we did that with it. Did the full wiring harness through InjaPro. Max came over from Brazil and helped us out, did all the wiring for it, so nice wire tucks on it. Cool bulkhead, quick disconnects.
Nice.
We can drop the whole drivetrain in this thing in under 2 hours.
Not that you want to, but you could.
No, but we're really good at doing it.
Right? Like we've done it a few times.
Got a Samsonite sequential transmission.
Oh, that's amazing. I'm so jealous of that.
Yeah,
Oh.
now I have a real transmission.
Yeah.
Because last year with the stock one.
So I actually, I had a lot of respect for you for driving with the stock gearbox, because like that's what I drive, right? And that makes it where you're working for it. Like everything you're doing, you have to really be on it. Now, obviously this is a more professional setup.
And actually it's like the C7, we have like 7 gears.
Oh, wow.
So it's crazy. Sometimes it's just too slow to change gears, and that was the problem.
Yeah.
It's like I really don't mind about to use the stock gearbox.
Sure.
But in this car, it was
that's
too
2 or
slow.
3 too many, right?
Yeah.
You only need a few, right? So this looks great right here. Tell me about what you got going on in here.
Yep. We have InjaPro taking care of the engine, the ECU, and also AM, so they are working together because of the FD tech specials.
Okay.
They need to have access to our ECU. Can you say something about the spinal steps? You did that, I don't know.
Yeah, we didn't do too much to the interior. Drift Cave did the cage for him.
I remember that.
This is a aluminum chassis, so we had to work with FD, Kevin Wells, to get approval to make a bolt-in cage.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I'm noticing, so this is obviously an aluminum box.
It's an aluminum box, and what they do with the frame on this is they actually drill holes that are bigger and put sleeves in it.
Okay.
To weld the sleeves to it, so when you tighten it down, it doesn't crush the aluminum.
Yeah.
So we did that for the front and the rear for the bash bars as well.
Okay.
We changed out his firewall in here, did some nice bead rolling action on it. The other one wasn't, very safe. So
to say the least.
Yeah, to say the least. So we took that out. Inside here though, we didn't really do too much. We hooked him up with the new standalone. Also with the, I think it's 8 button now. Let's say 2, 4, 6. Yeah, 8 button. With the kill switch on there.
I'm noticing something really important that a lot of people don't do is this clutch delay valve.
Oh yeah.
Super important. If you guys are watching at home and you don't know what that means, look it up, Google it. If you're breaking transmissions often, then you need one of these, I promise.
Also, it's a lot easier for taking off.
You know, like if you got like an unsprung clutch or a 3-puck clutch,
Right.
as soon as you start to let up, it'll just grab and go.
Yeah.
This actually delays it enough so you can actually smoothly get into rolling into a start, as opposed to just dumping it and jerking around.
Right,
and, you know, it's a lot easier to drive it, you know, taking off and whatnot. And the Baron was actually a little weirded out by it. I was like, I let up the clutch and it takes him, it hesitates. Like, yeah, it's gonna save
that's
the
what you
drive
want.
line.
That's good.
Actually, I think that I never broke an axle in my life.
Yeah.
Like, I'm usually too smooth with the clutch. But
Right.
This will help.
Good deal.
Also, we have here the control for the brakes, so we can switch the brakes to front to back.
Yep. So I got the valve right there, so you can change it for
restriction. So it's like in circuits like Orlando that you have a big bank, you can put more brake in front,
Right, so you can
and make
left
it
foot brake.
easier.
Yep, makes sense.
carry out the drift.
Cool. I like the stock pedal setup. That's good. Not spending money where you don't need to.
Yep.
What else we got back here? Big rear mount.
Big rear mount radiator. Everything's done through Mishimoto.
Okay.
They sent us the fans for it, the radiator, dual pass radiator. We got our expansion tank and our overflow tank as well. We have our electric power steering back here in the rear. Our water pump is actually up underneath where the stock fuel tank used to be.
Okay.
So we tucked it up in there. Did a full rear bash bar.
Yeah, new suspensions and everything
New
from Part
suspension,
Shock Max.
rear.
For a C7 this time, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Actually, we
that.
were running with front Part Shock Max from C6 and rear stock ones from C7.
Cool, cool.
Now
I like that you powder coated everything.
Oh,
your,
yeah, powder
your
coated
traditional
everything.
green as usual, right? Gotta have that.
And yeah, I mean,
Awesome, man. Well, looks great.
it
These-
runs great.
The stock brakes are absurdly overkill already, so you don't need to upgrade those.
Well, he has the carbon ceramic ones too. We just
Really?
don't run them.
You're like, we don't need those.
Yeah, we found them. We found them in stores. We're like, we gotta sell these things.
Yeah,
You're not
absolutely.
gonna use them.
Right. That's worth
An
some
extra
real
$6
money.
grand in your pocket right there.
Okay.
So yeah, it's running great. We tested it. We did a couple runs on the dyno. We went out to Sebring last weekend. Ended up blowing the front main seal on it. The pulley ended up cracking as well.
Ooh.
The drive pulley and the
That's not
harmonic
fun,
balancer. I guess last year it came off and like bounced down the track, and we weren't aware of that. So we cracked the pulley. As soon as we asked Baron, I was like, "Oh yeah, we dropped it." Like, oh okay, so we order a new one.
There you go.
Order the new one. It's LT4, and we were running the LT4 front main in it, but it's so weak. Like the rubber was just so like, it wasn't worth the crap.
Damn.
So we switched it to a LS3 front main, and haven't had any problems.
Perfect.
It was a perfect diameter. Everything fit.
Well, I'm gonna hope that you
Actually,
guys.
when you look in the internet, many guys are having this problem with the LT.
With the main blow
all
up
the
from
guys
the-
that you go more than 715 LT starts to have this problem.
Gotcha.
So just change for LS3, the main CO.
Well, we're gonna hope for no more problems.
Yeah.
Best of luck this weekend. Hopefully you guys kill it.
Thank
All
you.
right,
No
you, brother.
qualifying, so we know you're in the show.
Yeah.
So yeah, good luck. Have fun.
Thank you.
Thank
We'll be
you.
cheering you on.
Yeah.
Sure.
Oh, what's up, Andy? You know I'm coming for you. Andy's gonna give me so much shit. You guys ready for this?
Yeah, you're
I'm
right.
just kidding.
What's going on?
We're actually friends in real life, not just on the internet.
Some days.
So that's why he's gonna talk shit this whole time.
You know, when I'm pulling fucking rags out of your fuel tank.
We told him we were never gonna say anything about that. Anyway, he is the crew chief, right, on Adam LZ's beautiful new car or revamped car.
Yeah.
We'll do a quick walk around before I annoy him and he punches me. So let's do a once over real quick. I love the new wheels. I was wondering if he actually sold those or, yeah, I was like,
Never.
yeah, I was like, there's no way he sold 18 or whatever of these Blitz wheels
Yeah, I
he's
think
got.
at 18.
Is that right? I saw a bunch on the floor. I was like, there's no way he's
Yeah.
selling those.
Yeah, no, never.
Well, gorgeous car. I know you guys put in a shitload of time over the off season.
Yep.
Tell us what's new.
Everything.
Everything's new? New body kit, new paint,
Yeah,
everything
we've
else
got-
is new.
Obviously,
We don't
we
care.
got the Yoshio bodywork,
Mhm.
Yoshio factory body kit. New wheels. We're running powered by Max in the back now. New radiator, new fuel system.
Wow, you
Motor's
really did
new.
change everything.
Yeah, motor's new. Coilovers are refresh PCs.
Okay.
New seats from Bride.
Oh, wow.
Faded.
Those are sick.
And then, you know, I repackaged the back of the car so we can actually work with it.
Okay.
We're running more nitrous this year.
More nitrous. Hell yeah.
And then we made some necessary cooling mods. You know how I like cooling.
Yeah, gotta have it. Gotta have it. Can we look under the hood? Look how clean this is. Just all the little details. This is why I really love Andy's work, because it's always like how I would do it if I had the talent. All right, so we got a couple of oil coolers. I'm guessing power steering and engine oil.
Yep.
With little fans on them. What size turbo is that?
It's the new G35 1050.
Okay. So in old sizing terms, like...
It's slightly bigger than the 3584 RS.
Okay, cool.
We are probably going to be switching to a 42 after this round.
Oh, really?
You know, depending on what course we're running, this was suited for what we were doing.
Okay.
But you know, we do fun little stuff like everything's heat wrapped, everything, you know, wastegate's cool, turbo has different cooling now, all the lines are new.
Nice. I actually just water cooled my gates too, the ones I got from Mesker.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so I ran water to them.
Those things have always been water cooled because, yeah. Now this car will run at 170 degrees.
Really?
Yes.
That's impressive. Yep. That's almost on the too cold side, right?
It is, and we're still tweaking it. But you know how competition is. You come off track and all of a sudden you're at 220 degrees and you're melted to head.
Right. And then you're like, shit, another motor swap. We don't want to deal with that.
Yeah, I don't want to do that.
What angle stuff is this?
It's all Weissfab.
Oh, okay, it's just painted. I didn't recognize it.
Just painted it.
You guys see this? He's got a sway bar. Very important. You guys at home, do that.
Some days.
Yeah, so maybe...
You know Mesker never ran a sway bar.
I don't know that, but
front or rear.
I also didn't know he was on Weissfab, so that's a testament to how good he drove. Yeah, because I was talking shit with you in the pits, and I was like, fuck these Weissfab cars, they piss me off so much, they suck, they look dumb, blah, 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 and you were like, Mesker's on Weissfab, and I was like, what? You're lying. And I like had to literally go look with my own eyes. I was like, well, Mesker's of Boston because he never looks like he's on Weissfab.
Well, I won't let him drive like Weissfab driver.
Exactly, and that's the key. Well, cool. Thank you so much for the rundown. Looks beautiful. You guys kill it in Pro 1 this year. Good luck. Best of luck to you, Adam. I know you're never gonna watch this, but that's all right.
Those cars in it, he'll see it.
Yeah, he'll see the thumbnail and be like, that's clickbait. I'm not clicking on that. Like, no way. All right, hopefully you guys have enjoyed this little pit walk. I'll try and bring you guys as much content as I can. You can thank Aaron for encouraging me to come out here and doing this. And if you guys want to see more, just let me know. You can follow me at Shredder Racing. Follow Lone Star Drift. You probably already do. That's why you're watching this. And I'll see you guys on the next one.